No, don't do that. You don't actually want to do that. That's not good. All right. It isn't time for another Nifty show, and it is a loaded, packed, stacked. Maybe there'll be some snacks too on this show as we are going live, and Travis just brought himself into his library. We have David from Liquid Avatar. We have Joey from the Art Vending Machine. We have Adam from Green Rabbit, and we have Boris from the Sewer Rat Social Club. It's going to be a super huge Nifty show, number 73. What say we start this thing now?
Looking into the future, what do we see? It's lined with digital collectibles, we call them NFTs. Games, trading cards, digital art, and those crypto kitties. Travis and Joel are the hosts, you'll know. Travis and Joel say this won't blow. They're locked and loaded, so ready, set, go. It's the Nifty, really kind of spiffy. The Nifty Show.
Number siete tres, as they say here in Puerto Rico. Actually, 70 would probably be something.
Like 50.
50?
53, probably.
I don't know. It's a 7 and a 3. I know Espanol.
Mm-hmm.
I Espanol.
50 would be, I don't know. I don't remember all those, but I do remember it's a 50 or a 70, something like that.
So many NFT projects, so little time. We're going to jump right in as our first guest is waiting here in the wings. He's with a project called Liquid Avatar, so that you can show the digital world who you are, fully customized. His name is David Lucatch. David, welcome to the Nifty Show, good sir.
Thank you, good sirs. It's a pleasure to be here.
You have so much cool toys behind you. I'm looking, I see Star Trek, Star Wars, I see Spidey. What else? Yeah. What's your prized possession back there?
Well, it's probably not back there. It's probably my Spidey #1. I've been a comic book collector since I'm about 5 years old. So yeah, it's and now I only collect books that have been signed by Stan Lee.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so really.
He's such a snob now when it comes to collecting. Like, I only collect this.
Well, honestly, I was friends with Stan when he was alive.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Is there anyone?
Sign this and then sign this.
No. I never got him to sign anything. Nothing.
You didn't say sign my breast or anything like that?
No. Well, I'd sign your breast? No, not at all.
No. Okay. Well, very cool. I'll have some info for you offline that I think you'll find incredibly interesting. But for the moment, let's talk about Liquid Avatar. I'm going to pull the website up right here at liquidavatar.com. They look solid to me, though. What is this all about?
Well, Liquid Avatar is not an NFT, so we'll start there. Liquid Avatar, our parent company, is all about digital identity. So we're all about empowering users to be able to prove who they are. With the sort of the rise in digital identity, we thought it'd be really cool to allow you to segment who you are by visual icon. And we started that project about 4 years ago. And at the time we looked at making each one of our avatars actually an NFT. That was the original impetus for us getting into the NFT space. But, sadly, because identity really requires more of a private blockchain market, we kind of dispensed with NFTs initially, but we are considering those icons to come back as NFTs. But we've since then, we've also segmented into Oasis Digital Studios, which is our NFT organization.
Very cool. So I'm looking here at the app, and basically you're able to create a high quality biometric and blockchain secured online version of you. So how exactly does that work? I know that you have a mobile app, right? So I can download it on Apple, or I can download it on Android, and then I can go in and sort of create it. I guess like it's a Nintendo Me kind of a thing. I go in and create my guy, but then nobody else can have a person that looks like that. Is that what's happening?
Well, no one can connect their identity to a person that looks like that. And over time, Travis, you'll be able to actually customize each of the icons. Right now, we allow a free customization tool, which has a lot of ability, and we're constantly updating the app because there's all kinds of new things coming. We recently released an augmented reality component as well. But the whole idea is allow you to create unique icons that represent different facets of your personality. So your gamer personality, you may only want to share in your gamer personality, your Twitch site. For family, you might only want to share Facebook. For business, you might want to share LinkedIn. So you can associate digital icons with different facets of your personality and what we call digital credentials or verifiable credentials. So
there's me right there. This is the one
go.
I created in the app.
There you go. That's super cool. And coming soon, you'll be able to create all kinds more stuff. And you can also, that's all free. Everything we do is free on the app. But we also do have the Liquid Avatar Marketplace where you can buy customized avatars from comic book designers and all kinds of artists. So it really is an ecosystem that allows users over time to be able to collect, manage, and control their digital identity. And we use biometrics because what makes it interesting is a user can only have one account. So because of biometrics, you can't have multiple accounts, which means everyone in our system is a real person. So it's a really cool way of managing your digital identity. And as educational institutions, governments bring out more and more digital identity, you'll be able to have a place to aggregate all your information.
So in the app here, when I logged in, it did ask for my face, right? It's the first time I've had a login, where I didn't put my email or it didn't ask for a fingerprint biometric. It said, look at the camera. And it's like, is it really you? And I think I've shaved since I originally took the picture. So it recognized me still. Then I put my password in.
Absolutely. And right now we've sort of migrated that. So ultimately, what will happen is you'll use your biometrics only down the road, but it's a really tough go to get people not to use a username, a password, and biometrics. And the whole identity issue is if we need to further verify you down the road, let's say you want to apply for something government related, we're going to really need to know who you are. And if I ask you today, you probably don't have anything that's issued by the government that has your fingerprint on it or a retina or some type of DNA, but you do have government identity that has a photograph on it. So we're able to do what's called standard know your customer identity processes using a driver's license or a passport.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking on here for a KC hat. I don't see a KC hat.
No, not yet. But we are working with a number of different programs to bring licensed products to the table.
It seems awesome. A lot of these hats actually, my hair busts through them, so it's like I got some wild hairs going.
Yeah, no, me too.
It seems to me that having NFTs as part of this would be a natural, next component. That if I'm going to create this thing, that I should be able to own this one of
Absolutely.
me.
And that's where we're going. So it was really difficult at the beginning when you had to deal with public blockchain and private blockchain. And for identity, we have to use private blockchain because you'd never want a node operator on an identity blockchain that was nefarious. So there are some rules and governance around identity that we need to work with our partners on a private blockchain. But we are bringing NFTs to the market through Oasis Digital Studios, not only for ourselves, but other clients. So we're working with, great toy companies and entertainers and organizations that really don't have a clue how to bring an NFT to market.
This is nice. I'm going through the process right now here. I've got myself an avatar. He's looking pretty cool. Now I'm going through and doing the biometric thing. So this is unique. Like this, I've not seen anybody else do anything like this, David. You guys are really diving in. You guys have been working on this for about 4 years. Where's the long-term vision? Like where do you see the ultimate version of Liquid Avatar as when it's all said and done?
We want you to be able to take an avatar into the metaverse that's uniquely yourself. So this
can I be this guy right here? Because
you can be Colossus Rex. That's one of our clients. So
this is actually what I look like in the morning.
Well, yeah, I'm a smaller version of that, but I hear you loud and clear. But at the end of the day, yeah, we're all about today. It's all about 2D. But we're already testing 3D applications and augmented reality applications. So we see you carrying your digital identity through everything you do online in the real world. And so it's all about how can we start the process off in baby steps and work towards something very, very pervasive for the entire market.
What is this AR experience? I see it in the app, and when I tap it, it's like AR hunt. Should I be able to find things anywhere?
You will. Absolutely. This, we brought out the application in 4 initial phases. And in fairness, we've done this before in other companies. So what we're doing is we've just done a major reevaluation of what we've brought out, and we're doing some revamping because that's only fair. Well, there you go. And so you will be able to find all kinds of opportunities, scavenger hunts. We're going to be doing scavenger hunts with some of our NFT clients. So you'll be able to go to different parts of many different cities and do a scavenger hunt and win NFTs and win all kinds of goodies. So it's all about integrating identity with individuality and then powering that identity so that you can get the most value out of it.
I love it. I think it's really cool. I think what you're doing is innovative. I think what you're doing is going to change the game in some ways. And I find it really cool. What do you think, Joel?
Thank you.
I think it's.
I concur. You got to keep us posted on the developments with it, and encourage you guys to go and check it out. Download the app. Liquidavatar.com is the website, and that is where you will find links to both the app stores for iOS and for Google Play. There you go. Just click the little buttons right there and give it a try. See what you guys think. Connect with us there. Both Travis and myself are now fully avatared in liquid form.
There you go. There you go.
So thanks a lot, David. Appreciate you coming on and keep us posted what the developments are, especially when
Thanks,
you get
great
the
to be
NFT
here.
component going.
Super. Thanks so much. Take care, guys.
Right. In touch, brother. Appreciate you.
That's some interesting stuff right there, Sir Lord Travis.
It is. I got all carried away, all playing around with it. I was like, this is interesting.
I want to play with the toys. The
I
toys.
had a challenge though. It's like once it asked me for my code, went to my email to go to the code, and then I came back to it, and then it made me start over again. I was like, oh.
All right, Sir Lord Trav, before our next guest comes on, we've got something we've been working on right here, and I want to share. I want to debut the video for this for next Tuesday's launch. And let me go ahead and pull this up right here, and you guys enjoy this brief cinematic experience. Video for this for next Tuesday's launch, and let me go ahead and pull this up right here. You guys enjoy this brief cinematic experience. I'm a bro, you're a bro, she's a bro, we're all bro punks. Next Tuesday is when it happens, 10 in the morning Eastern Daylight Time, bropunks.com. And Travis added something really unique to the milestones that there is. I want to really encourage people to open these, right? Not just hoard them. So if from the time it sells out, 24 hours later, we're going to do a snapshot of the blockchain, and everybody that's holding a one of one, which is any bro punk that's been opened, not a closed pack, an open pack, is going to get a drop of a new Bro Punk pack with completely different visuals and attributes in it.
So think about that, is that there will be less than, so there's going to be a total of 4,200 of version 1.
Right.
There will be less than that of version 2. My guess is probably maybe 2,500, 3,000 of them might be opened up by then. Other ones will maybe not open them up, be hodling them. But by opening up, you're going to get another one. So it's like you get double. Basically, you get one 420, and then basically you get two 420 if you open it up.
Correct. $20 per. So, and I'm going to gate it too, so the bots don't take them all, that you can buy one for an account per minute. So there'll be a cooldown on it. That way somebody can't come in and just, grab 20 at one time. I mean, even if they have a call, somebody's got a call center, each grabbing one, everybody who wants one should be able to get them. And then you'll be able to get your multiples.
So what is the cooldown? So you buy one, or you can buy 5, or you can buy 10. You buy one per minute?
One per minute.
One per minute?
Per account. So the goal is not to instantly sell out. The goal is to make sure everybody who wants to play can play and not get gouged by the scalpers, which is the other reason that I've gone really low priced on this. Is, a lot of these Ethereum based generative projects we're seeing, we're dropping, anywhere from $100 to $300 on them. And I'm like, the wax community, it's a super tight community. Let's make it really low priced. Anybody can play and enjoy their bro punk.
I love it. I think it's a good idea, and it's been fun. They're all really clever designed. They're funny. They're cute. If you know Ken Bosak, then it makes it even more funny because they're all tied in specifically. He's not wearing bottoms. He's wearing pajamas because that's what he does. And
or shorts. He might have shorts on. And there's a one of one.
He could be wearing nothing at all. You never know.
There is a 1 out of 4,200 that is a completely naked bro. And you should have seen the first version of it Travis created. That will not be in the set.
It was not so blurred out. It was just kind of blurred out with this little pink rocket shining. But we had to tone down on the pink rocket, make it more flesh tone colored. But if you look at the final version, if you zoom in on it, you can see some pubes.
It is hilarious. I did notice that, and I did lol. So there you go. Make a note of it. From that to actual art. And our second guest for today's show out of 4, this guy is the creator of the art vending machine on wax. And his name is Joey Chiappetta. He goes by Joey Chips on Twitter. And is a Joey a bag of donuts? Joey Chiappetta, welcome to the Nifty.Show.
Thanks so much. I feel like I'm at home. You're speaking Italian-American, which is the only language I speak.
Hey, Paisan, you at home here with us. Did you bring it the pasta?
My wife's cooking it.
If you're from the Chicago area, well, it's not Wednesday, but it's Thursday. But Wednesday, if you grew up in the Chicago area, was Prince Spaghetti Day. That was the commercial for a local spaghetti brand. If it's Wednesday, it's Prince Spaghetti Day.
Every day was that when I grew up. So, yeah.
That's like they just claimed it. They say, no. This is Spaghetti Day because it's Wednesday. That's nice. I got to ask you, Joey, because I would be remiss if I was not, because I'm a smartass. Like, how many Chiappetta jokes did you get when you were growing up?
Yeah, I don't think it actually started until I was in, college. I think it skipped. I think it skipped me mostly. So I somehow God spared me from most of it.
You could use some of that hair though right now.
Yeah, I think that ship has sailed. So what are you gonna do?
I had to do a search and pull up. So because Chiappettes make a resurgence. Now you can get a baby Yoda Chia. You've got Simpsons here and
those are the old hairstyles. I remember those from the 70s.
Look at this one, Golden Girls, Dorothy and Rose Chia had.
Oh my God, those are funny.
All right, let's get to your project. This is the second release of the art vending machine. The actual account on wax is this, ARTVNDNGMCHN, because I'd like to buy a vowel. But Joey, what is this project?
So Art Vending Machine is basically bringing fine art to people who may not think that they can be fine art collectors. And so now they can be, by just getting a pack of fine art from the Art Vending Machine. You'll get randomized, wrapped fine art pieces as NFTs, in additions of either, you could eat a pack of 4 or a pack of 8 in various rarities, and it's all vetted art. I'm the curator of it, and in this pack, there's 22 different artists from around the world. Many are crypto art OGs, and a number are also emerging artists with solid fine art. And what I noticed is on Wax, there was a lot of more commercial collectible type things at the time that I dreamed this up. And I'm like, well, you know what? I'm a fine artist. I do this on Super Rare, Maker's Place. Let's bring this to Wax too. And we've been doing this, and it's been very successful.
That's awesome. And so it's a vending machine, right? So it's like you don't know what you're going to get. Maybe how many are there total? And then you open up a pack and you get what you get, and don't throw a fit, because that's what I tell my kids.
That's very wise. I'm gonna have to copy that. So yeah, there's a total of nearly 10,000 different NFTs, and those come from 214 unique images. So some, like I think 70 plus are one of ones, mythics, and then it goes, in lower rarity from there. And so you could, if you buy a master pack, which is more expensive, you'll have a higher chance of getting the one of ones. Like for example, that Rob Ness dog Rob Ness, he's a pretty famous crypto artist. He's in the collection. He's a friend of mine. He drew his dog, his dog Theo, and he normally does other types of art, but this one is more of a the focus is like fun, family, lighthearted. So he drew someone he loves, his dog, and that's in there. So only one person of all the people who buy the packs are going to have a chance to own that piece of art.
There's so much variety in here, as you guys can see as I'm just scrolling through some of the artists. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. She's put these flowers and trees and all on the body there. And you got some kids in here too. Love seeing that. Some young artists.
Yeah, the kid is actually Rare Skrilla. He's a huge crypto artist. He's been in the business for a long time. Also a pretty prolific DJ. Very talented. He was in the early days of crypto art, and so his son also has done crypto art, and he's in the collection too. And he's done some cool stuff.
Look at this one, Trav. Look at this.
Oh, that is cool. So how did that work? You just like randomly were picking out folks, and you're like, hey, you do some cool stuff. Let's work together. So
it wasn't an exact science, but it was. I've been an artist for pretty much all my professional career. So I'm involved in the Dada Art Collective. So some of the folks we're drawing together in the Dada Art Collective, and we're part of their invisible economy, which is really turning the art world, looking at it from a different perspective. And that's exciting. It's a whole other podcast. So you'll have to have one on them. And so I draw with them. And so some of those artists came from there, and then some are family members. There's some sort of family or community component. Some people I've been close with at some point, or I'm close with them, and then they know somebody. So that's kind of how. And they have to be willing to put out art for this collection that's family friendly. It's stuff that I want to be able to not freak out to show my grandmother, or you could show your kid. It's family-friendly atmosphere, but still sophisticated fine art.
That's good. I got one other question for you. Why does your domain name suck so bad? Your domain name, joechiappetta.blogspot.com/p/art.html. Nobody can find that.
Yeah, I'm old school, so that's why I still like Blogger. It does everything I need it to do. I prefer Craigslist design.
That's the trick. So you can go on GoDaddy or wherever, and then forward that URL to your blog spot. That way, at least people can find it easily.
Oh yeah. If you type in art vending machine, the full word.com, it'll go to that site.
Oh,
Okay.
let's test that.
Yeah.
Vendingmachine.com. Here we go. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. All
Or
right.
take out all the vowels except for the A. It'll also go there too.
Okay.
Per provenance. So here are this launches on July 10th, which is on Saturday, right?
Yes.
At 9 Pacific, and 25% of the proceeds are being donated to a school in Nigeria, which I think is super cool. And these are the packs right here, your standard and your master pack. And you can see the odds and the rarities of what you get inside these packs. You know, I missed the first round. I was away and I came to buy some and they were gone. They're just boom, they're gone.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked that it went so quickly. I think in 26 seconds. And I wanted to get some too. I don't have any. Like, no, I don't think anybody in the project has any. They just went so fast.
Yeah, but you got the money, so now you can go buy some of them off the secondary market.
Well, I turn around and pay the artists too. So they're not, they're still, and I'm also paying the developer in Germany to do all this stuff for us. So
believe me, we know how this works. It is not easy to put together a set like this. So good job.
Yeah, I got a question for you on this one. So are you going to have like a cool down period? Because a lot of times there's bots out there that are trying to snag a lot of these cards all at once. And so like, I know that's happened with some, when we had a launch drop and sell out in less than 30 seconds. And we're like, uh-oh, is there something that we can do? We'll make sure everybody's able to get some. So is this one going to have a cool down period when you're doing the drop?
Yes. Well, crazy enough, last one had a cool down period too, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't cool enough. So we got to make it longer this time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, need you to make that the cooldown cooler for this next round here, because it's gotten to the point I have to add these to my calendar, and I set them so I get notified 5 minutes before, so I can get to a computer, get logged in, get the CAPTCHA done. You know, usually here's a little tip for you guys. Giving away one of my tricks. Log in a few minutes before on Wax and go buy any NFT. Like what I do is I go and I just sort by cheapest and find something that's for, less than 1 wax, just to sync your wallet up so it's ready to go. Nice. Sometimes that will take you past the second part of the capture where you actually have to click on all the buses or crosswalks. I'm so damn sick of crosswalks and meters and all this stuff. Bridges. If I never see another bridge again, it'll be too soon.
Yes. Stoplights.
Stoplights. I don't like stoplights anyway. Now I got to look at them again. No bueno.
Yes.
So I have one last question for you, Joey, and that is the future of this. We know that this is going to sell out here as well. How do you expand this? Because you've got a brand here that I think you can really build on.
Yeah, I mean, people love the brand, and people love vending machines. So the goal of this was to make art more accessible and fun and less of the air for somebody who's kind of not a collector. Be like, oh, this art's approachable. It's not stuffy. I can do this too. Cool. Got some wax. Boom. Done. So the goal is to make it more accessible. We've got a Minecraft world that we're creating in the Uplift, where people will be able to interact with the art, dive through the art, and eventually buy it directly there as well, and just slowly build out. But we don't want to build too much. We want to make sure we can take care of the artists that are already in the vending machine. But we're going to keep restocking it with new art as we go along. And we also have a game plan where you could stake your NFTs from the art vending machine, and then they would go, it's going to be either they will go to war against each other, like winner take all type NFT battles, or it'll be a race. We're still working out the details where you race with your NFTs. So that's in the very early stages, but the goal is to make fine art fun and accessible and available to everybody.
Joe Chiappetta, making fine art fun. Great stuff, brother. Best of luck to you. Hope you sell out in more than 26 seconds this time, so more people get
Yes.
to experience the fun of the vending machine. Great stuff, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks so much, Travis. Thanks, Joel.
Thanks for coming on, Joey. Keep in touch.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Sir Lord Travis, there is so much happening in the NFT world, and there's one that you and I are watching right now. This whole generative art industry. It started with the CryptoPunks and then Crypto Kitties, and now if you go to OpenSea, there is the Bored Ape Yacht Club, there is the Bored Ape Kennel Club, there are Deadheads, there are, let me click on all NFTs here. Let's just poke around a little bit and look at some of the bigger collections. There is the Slacker Duck Pond. There is the My Effing Pickle. There's Visitors of Ima Degen. There's Zed Run. There's Punks Comics, Crypto Flowers, Monas, Devols, Degens. I mean, the list.
It's like one of each one. You're just like, oh, it's amazing. There's so many different ones. I remember Zed Run. We saw Zed Run really early on, and we were talking to those guys over there. There's been all kinds of these really cool generative art, and some of them, as you like to say, are degenerative, like the bro punks that are coming out on what, Tuesday? Is that right? Tuesday, Wednesday?
Bro punks are Tuesday. Yeah. But looking through all of these, here's another one. There's the Bored Ape Kennel Club. Some of the prices on these secondary market collections are like, let's go to the Bored Ape Yacht Club and see what the cheapest one is that you can buy now. All right. I'm guessing it's going to be like 3 or 4 ETH for the cheapest one. Sort by low to high. Let's see. 3.1. That's the cheapest one. So that is like for
a marijuana
something.
Cigarette, or is that like a toothpick?
That's it. It looks like it's either a blunt or a toothpick.
Yeah.
So, people are trading these like commodities now. It's amazing. Some of them, have the value is crazy. Some of them are still new. We're going to be featuring a project here shortly. That's a newer one, but you and I are watching for this one to go live. It's called Goats, maisondegoat.com. And what I like about this project is they're doing something that we pioneered on along with M Blue of Uplift Art on wax, and that is a forge. After you have your goats, you're going to be able to put 2 goats into a forge and get one out with making a new one with the attributes and traits that you want that goat to have based on your existing ones.
How beautiful is that? So basically you're going to be able to sire as you do in the CryptoPunks world, but you're able to pick which ones you want. That is the one thing missing from CryptoPunks, is I'm like, I want to breed this one with this one because I like these eyes, or I like the eyebrow thing, or whatever. There's certain traits I want to, because this has the black and the red eyes, which are really cool because it's bad crypto. So being able to go in and pick the attributes will be fun. So go get your goats. Don't let that get your goat. Go get your own goats.
Totes my goats. I think they go on sale. It said on their Twitter between 3 and 3:30 Pacific. So that's 30 minutes to 60 minutes from now. And I think, what are they charging per goat? I want to say
0.05 ETH.
0.05 ETH. Yeah, there it is. And they've got a goat map and everything on there. Before our next guest comes on, I want to talk a little bit about our planet, because the guest that's coming on is providing what I consider the first real competition to our planet. And that's Green Rabbit. Their sale is coming up here, and I want to pull up Alcor Exchange and take a look at the price of Aether over time. I mean, it dipped way down here in March to 0.00005436 wax, and then it went boom, way up to 0.0018 wax, and now it has crashed again. I mean, it is almost as low as it was before, not quite, but it is super low. Let's just zoom in there and look at, that's a whole lot of red. which could mean it's really good time for another project to enter the field, right?
Hello, yeah, that is definitely going. But this is an interesting thing to keep an eye on, that because you're able to stake your NFTs on ourplanet.io. You're able to earn Aether, and then when those prices were high, there was a time where I sold some Aether from just ridiculous amounts. I was like, damn. And now it's basically you want to hold your Aether now because the price is so low. But maybe with a new competitor coming out with this whole new project we're going to talk about right now, the Green Rabbit and Operation T420. This is I think this has some potential to be awesome.
Launching in 4 days, 18 hours, 3 minutes, and 50 seconds. And Venom is here with us today. I don't know. Do you choose to remain anonymous, or do we get to see your face?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
That is a nice face.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a
I
good
enjoy
face.
your faces as well.
Thank you. I've had mine my whole life. I've been curating it. It's, getting a little wrinkly and a little droopy and a little pudgy, but I'm kind of attached to it.
It's a one of one.
It's definitely
Like
one of one.
Yeah.
Do we use your real name, or are you anonymous?
I am anonymous. I'm in Venom.
Okay.
So
And Venom you are. And we were just talking a little bit about the timing for you to launch a game that brings competition to our planet, especially when and maybe this is some of the reason that the price of Aether is in the sinkhole right now, because you guys are getting ready to launch and everybody wants to see what is going to happen. So greenrabbitgame.com is the site. Tell it
IO as well.
IO. Yeah.
They both go there. So Comm and IO will work.
So tell us about it.
Yeah, so basically, just a little bit on the Our Planet thing. Our Planet and Green Rabbit, we're friends, so we don't really consider ourselves competition. More like I guess innovators in the space, and we're eventually we're looking at possible integrations with Our Planet if they're available. But Green Rabbit was kind of born from a group of players. We all played and collected in the space, and I kind of said, okay, well, how about we create a game and kind of base it towards the players' needs, the community's needs. I've always noticed that there's like a dev wall kind of between the player and where you can like speak to somebody about a change or something. And so we decided to start this game, Green Rabbit Operation T420. And it was just born from a group of players playing on the metaverse, and then we decided to start building it. And one thing that's always surprised me about this space is that there's so many geniuses. I mean, there's just so many smart people in the NFT space, be it on Wax or any of these other chains. But it's just the group of people that I've got together in my team is second to none. I mean, some of the most amazing developers and story writers and artists. And we all came together on the blockchain, so it's a pretty cool story.
Right on. So I want to ask about this, because a lot of the owners, or the owner of Green Rabbit Holdings, also owns peoplescali.com, the People's Marijuana Dispensary. So there is definitely some tie-ins. There's Operation T420, which is marijuana. Green Rabbit, I assume, is a lot of lore around the ganjas, which I'm a big fan of. Joel used to be a fan of. And tell us about the tie-in.
Yeah, so myself and my partner, we are we own a dispensary here in California. And before I was doing any of this, I was doing kind of the weed game. And I'm actually an electrical engineer by trade, and I have a bachelor's degree in computer science. So I worked heavily in the security technology field. So a lot of the security cameras and access controls and everything that we were doing for the dispensary, I did all that, and eventually bought my way in, and now. Go ahead.
Sorry, that was
okay.
On my side. Please continue.
Yeah, so I eventually bought my way into the dispensary partnership, and I guess we didn't really intend for it to be a cliche with the T420. It was actually a real life connection to our dispensary, but it ended up kind of sounding kind of cliche, like, oh, 420, But it's fun. We have a lot of fun with it. The game itself is amazing. It's basically an NFT staking game, but we're innovating in different ways where you play to earn. We actually enforce the play rule of play to earn. You know, we want you to play the game. We want you to get involved. We want you to understand and have a strategy. There's crafting elements. A lot of my inspiration for this game came from the console game Destiny. So if you think about, like, if you've ever played that game, there's a lot of different, like, you get armor and you're going around, and it's kind of like a first person shooter, but there's activities and social events and weekend activities and contests. And so I was thinking, well, why don't we just do that in this space where you play to earn, but you're like, you know, let's say on Halloween, there's a Halloween event and you can only get the NFTs from the Halloween event on Halloween. It's never happening again. So those are the types of fun things that we can do. But basically the way the game shakes out as of now is that we're dropping on July 13th. 2 weeks from then, you'll be able to stake your NFTs, but we're not going to just allow full bore staking. What we're going to do is give you a flash drive. Every pack comes with a flash drive of varying rarity. The rarity is going to tell you how much space you have on that flash drive to stake your NFTs. So you'll have to plug that flash drive in and then take our NFTs and use your staking space in a way that, you know, you might have some space left over. So you're going to have to, you know, look at it from the perspective of like, hey, wait a second, I might want to stake, you know, these NFTs or something just to fill your space up correctly. Once you stake, 2 weeks from there, we're going to be crafting green prints for your armor. Those are also going to be NFTs. They're going to be rarities assigned to those. And those will allow you to eventually craft your anima armor, which is the armor from the story. And then that anima armor is basically your key to the party. Like, you get the anima armor, it has different, depending on how you craft it, it's going to have different attributes. And then you'll be able to access the events. And the first event that we're going to have is a obstacle course race. That's going to be kind of like I mean, I guess the only thing that we have out there to compare it to right now is Zed Run. It's going to be kind of like a Zed Run scenario where you have your fully decked out armor guy, and he's going to go and he's going to run this race, and you're going to be racing against other players for the big prizes. And it's a fun way to do it. And then we'll eventually, because there's a time machine that's kind of centered as the central point of the game, we'll be able to go to different activities, and that's the justification to go back and forth between these activities.
If you go to Atomic Hub, you can see there's a bunch of promo items out here that, you know, you can kind of see some of the characters that are in there. There's Mark Tortuga, Turtle Boy. But I wonder, since the website doesn't have photos of packs or cards, is there something you can show us from your computer that will give us a preview of some of the assets?
Yeah, you know what? Let me see. I wasn't quite prepared for this, but I can try to get you something going.
Okay, cool. It's kind of cool to see what some of the assets are and some of the variations, and how much is it, one pack or they're different, not, you know, card packs?
So we have a starter pack, which is, that's a good point, and I'll bring this up in a second. But we have a starter pack. Actually, let me share my screen right now with you guys,
yes,
so we
please
can get that thing done. 1 second.
This is why you guys want to watch the video version of this on our channel. If you end up listening to the audio version of the podcast, you have only your imagination for the pretty pictures that are on the screen, but you can go find the replays of all episodes of the Nifty Show at Nifty.Show/YouTube. And if you like decentralized video streaming, in case YouTube ever decides they want to take us down, every episode is also on library.tv, LBRY.tv, which is also branded as Odyssey. So,
all right, here we go, guys. Sorry about that. Took me a second.
That's okay. I like the hoodie, by the way. You got the Green Rabbit character on there.
Yeah, that's okay. So the company that kind of, you know, is Green Rabbit Holdings LLC. So the Green Rabbit game came from that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and share this with you guys. So, all right, this is the first time this is being seen anywhere from out of the team. So you guys are getting exclusive. But the way it works is that we have a starter pack, which is $10. And it has 6 NFTs in there, and it's everything that you need to play the game. The biggest thing for me is I want a barrier of entry into the project that's attainable, where you can still play the game, and it's not a focused game where only the strong survive and all the lower players or smaller players get dumped on. This is our answer to that. And it's kind of difficult because in order to make a starter pack with 6 NFTs and a premium pack with 6 NFTs and then a 3D crate with 6 NFTs, you have to kind of thread the needle on collectability, on staking rates, on utility. So we've done a very good job on that. I'm very confident that the numbers that we came out with are solid for this. The other one, the next one is going to be the premium pack, which has 6 cards. But the difference between the premium pack and the starter pack is that the starter pack, you will not have the higher rarities. There's just a 0 chance for it. You're going to get the lower rarities, but in the premium pack, you'll have access to the higher rarities. And then the 3D, this is the bonus pack that comes in the 3D figure crate. And the 3D figure crate has a 3D figure character from the game with a bonus pack with 6 NFTs in it. And the 3D figure is the crown jewel of our offering. And what that allows you to do is not only have very high staking rates for that, but it allows you to, it's a dual use NFT, and it also allows you to craft the blueprint, the green prints that you need. And you don't have to go out and collect all the pieces and parts. The 3D figure itself allows you just to do that crafting. So you can make a choice. Do you want to stake and earn Selenium, which is our native token, or do you want to take it out of staking and craft? The only caveat to that is if you craft with it, it goes into a cooldown for 12 hours. So you have to make some decisions on, am I crafting? Am I making? Am I staking? What I foresee that there's not, we have 20,000 total packs going out, but there's only 5,000 figures there. And I foresee that the newer players that didn't get into the game, let's say if they needed a common blueprint, well, the guys that have those common 3D figures could be pumping out common blueprint NFTs and selling those to the people that want to get in and start crafting that missed the sale, basically. So I could see a whole economy springing up around those green prints and the 3D figures. So there's different ways to make money with the figure. It's not just staking. A lot of people have looked at this and go, oh, well, staking, and it's like if the conversation starts with, well, the 3D figure is just about staking, it's not. There's so much more utility, and I'm going to add more utility to it as the game progresses.
Very cool. Trav, you're muted there. Thanks for the first look here at these on the show. We appreciate that.
I can give you a little something else here.
Some of the cards or characters.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
You guys, this is breaking news right here on the Nifty Show. First time ever seen anywhere. Look at these.
Yeah, these are, so they the Google version of this it's kind of like lower res, but they have beautiful. So this is going to be, all of our cards have 3D elements to them. So every card set, even if it's a 2D image, we've added 3D elements to it just because we wanted to give that extra pop. The Google version doesn't do it justice. It's a beautiful card. That's Albert in anima armor there. That's our main hero. This looks like it's an epic version of the card because it's got the silver border. And so these are the types of cards that you'll be getting. We have action dioramas, which are these. We have action scenes, which are also 3D elements in there. We have coins. We have flash drives, obviously. We have Selenium chess. We have 3D figures. We have the list goes on and on. I mean, I'm very excited, and the art that we put out here is going to be second to none. It's amazing.
Really, really cool. I want to know about this now because it says here, I'm reading through the white paper, the green paper, or whatever.
Green paper.
Yeah, the green paper is
the rolling paper.
You have white listing, so I guess you should be calling that green listing as well. You want a green listing. So you need to go onto the Discord. You have to message the bot or something to get access to be able to purchase when they go on sale. Is that correct?
So the way that it works is that the first 1,000, I guess, community members that came in and showed active interest in the community, we gave them what we called the Horde whitelist sticker. It's a non-transferable sticker that we sent to their wallet, and then we only airdropped promo NFTs to those stickers because we had this big battle with bots. I as soon as I opened the server, bots came in, and I think that they thought that was going to be a friendly place for them, but I'm completely against botting and multi-accounting. I think it ruins the games for everybody. So what we did is we have those first 1,000 people with the Horde sticker. Then we're also now verifying people on Discord. So if you verify your wallet through a bot called Honeycomb, which is made by Stuck at 6 p.m., who's an awesome Discord programmer and dev for Wax. But yeah, he created this thing where you go in, you verify your wallet, and then you connect your wallet to your Discord, and that verifies you in our system to allow you for the second pre-sale window. So the first pre-sale is the Horde. The second is the verified through Discord. The third whitelist is for people who send a valid Wax wallet and a valid email to our website. And then after that, we were saying, well, if there's anything left, we'll open to the public. But I think on our right now, we're about 25,000 on our whitelist from the website. So we have about 2,000 or 3,000 for our verified on Discord. We have 1,000. So we're about almost 30,000, on our whitelist. I don't foresee it making it out of pre-sale, and we've notated it.
I love looking at your Google Drive, but I see that one there says figure. Can you open that up and show us? Let's see it.
Oh man,
do it. Don't tease us like this. Everybody wants to see it. The people are liking. Guys, hit your thumbs up on the YouTube video right now.
How many likes do you have right now on the YouTube?
Let's see. I don't know where we at here.
Okay, if we can get that to 60 likes, like quick, I'll open this thing up.
Like up, guys, right now, and he's gonna pop this thing open. We're watching the numbers, so hit that thing because we want to see this figurine go in there. Everybody who's watching the YouTubes, hit it.
Yeah,
okay,
hit the like button. Let's get some likes going. We got to get this thing rocking and rolling. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm if my horde is there, my rabbit horde, I guarantee you we'll hit that number. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. So these are our 3D figures here. Yeah. These are our 3D figures here, so you can see.
Here we go. Oh wow.
So there's just a different, like this is going to be, I'm going to show you, they're all animated, but this is going to be the figure. It's in its box. That's Albert in anima armor. Now, the interesting thing about Albert in anima armor is that the mythic version of him is a 1 of 1. So we have a 1 of 1 in there that's, anybody could get because it's pre-minted. So this is a huge deal for the person that gets that mythic 1 of 1 Albert. They're going to see something like this come up on the screen and know that they've hit the jackpot.
Ooh, so nice.
Yeah. So just keep in mind that for whatever reason, YouTube, Google Drive makes these less resolution. So they look way better when you're looking at the actual document. But this is here's our buddy Albert. He's just getting ready to go to the mine.
His last name is Human. He's Albert Human.
No, he's actually, his last name is Albert Green, and we do have another Albert in the story who's Albert Tortuga. So we wanted to make that differential, but he's the human version of Albert, and we have the anima armor version of Albert. We have I guess the one that people really like is Felicia. That's the hot chick. That's Albert's that's Albert's woman right there.
Are they married? Felicia and Albert Human.
Yeah. and she's doing
that
some
booty though. Nice.
Yes. And then here's Felicia in her anima armor. She's a cat. So she's a cat. So what's going to be fun to go back and forth and look through some of these things. Here's our buddy right here, Mr. Mark Tortuga, who's not messing around. He's a turtle, and he's kind of the leader of, he's the big bad guy of the whole deal. Yeah. So there's Mark.
Open up those boxes or are they in the boxes, or like once you take them out of the box, you can utilize them, or is there?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So at this point we have them in the boxes, but eventually we'll be able to on the website you'll be able to take them out of the boxes, and there's going to be some utilities for those. But this is how they come for, when you get them from Atomic Hub. You'll get them with the boxes in there. They have backings to the boxes. They have all the different information that you'll need. This is another interesting guy. It's General Sawscale, who's a fan favorite. He's wearing like full anima armor, and he's gripping onto that selenium like nobody's business. So yeah. He's an interesting. There's a very one thing about the story is there's a very interesting lore to the story where it's, if you read it, we've actually had it translated in, I think, going on 13 or 14 languages now, and they are very, very interesting, a very interesting story, and it's progressing as we go. Here's some interesting stuff right here. Here's the actual coins. These are the coins.
Are these selenium?
No, these are discs that appeared after the time machine showed up, and nobody knows why. So I think we'll find out. They're called coins just as how we'll define them, but they're actually discs from the future, I think. So it's an interesting setup. So anyways, I think that's all I could do. The team's probably going to freak out on me for showing you guys what I showed you already. So,
well, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, we wanted it to be a surprise as much as we could.
Yeah, well, you've got some stuff you haven't shown us there, so we appreciate you sharing with us. And of course, you guys need to go to the website. Let me pull it back up here for you again, because you can go and read the green paper for yourself. Here we go. greenrabbitgame.io. And I think I did the Discord thing. I hope so. I want to make sure I'm verified, but all the dates are on here. The game release is on here, and it's okay to be buddies with others. We're friends with a lot of people in the space, and we want everybody to succeed. And I'm counting on Our Planet to come up with a new mechanism to use. This is just phase one for them. This whole first cycle has just been phase one. They've got a whole game coming, but competition still is a real thing, because people are going to have to decide where they're going to spend their money and their time and staking. And I want to see you come out with something so awesome that it makes them level up. And then they come out with something more awesome that makes you go, oh, now we got to do this. And then another one comes into the scene. And pretty soon we've got this whole ecosystem and economy of people creating these awesome games with opportunities for you to stake and earn and win.
Yep. I love that. That's kind of my vision. I've reached out to Sammy Snake. I've reached out to the guys from Wax Arena. We've talked to, I'm open to talk and speak with anybody, especially these creators out there in the space, because I think it can only benefit the fans and the players to have us all, talk, at least sharing the conversation, and collaborations and stuff like that's always fun. And at this point, we're going to be doing partner staking soon. It's just we're focusing on our own staking first, and then once we get that tied in and everything's working fantastic, we'll start thinking about the other stuff. But yeah, absolutely is a big deal for us to be able to have a stepping stone in a good way. We can learn from them, they can learn from us, but in the space to help this play to earn, because I think play to earn is the future. I think we're going to see play to earn games on console. I think that's going to be where it's going to be at.
Dude, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. Thanks for the reveals.
I do have one question, because I think that folks are going to have this as well. So I've gone in, I've chatted with the shell bot, I've got verified. How do I verify it with the honeycomb bot?
I think that's what you do is you DM the honeycomb bot, and then you do the CAPTCHA. And once you do the CAPTCHA, then you go into, I think it's
the shell bot. I went in there, I typed in .CAPTCHA, and then it sent me a DM, and it said verified. And so then I went into the Bunny Lounge, and then I went to set my wallet and get my address, and it says I hadn't verified with the honeycomb yet. So I've gone and accepted the rules. I've gone and DM'd Shell Corp Lite.
Yeah.
Oh, and all right. Looks like there's some other rules in here. I'll just go ahead and try to figure it out and see what's up and go back in.
Yeah, it's you kind of explain the process. That's the way to do it, and then you just link your wallet and you're good to go. If you have any issues, this is what I can say. If you have any issues at all with that process, I have a full set of mods, a full set of and they'll be able to help you. They're very knowledgeable in that. We've been getting people verified all day, every day for the past, I don't know, since we turned that thing on. So yeah, absolutely. If you need help, just go ask a mod for help, and they will help you. They're available for you 24/7.
Perfect. I appreciate you, man. I'm really excited about this. Joel's been hyping it up. I've been taking a look at it. I think I love the motif. I love the style. Those figures you just showed were badass. Your artwork is great. and you're super cool, man. So we look forward to seeing this be a success and staying a friend of the show, because we'd love to chat with you again in the future.
Absolutely. And I guess the bottom line is now it's time to put my money where my mouth is. You know what I mean? If I can't deliver, I'm going to deliver. So for everybody watching, if they don't know me or haven't dealt with me in the past, I deliver on everything that I say. I've never made a bad deal, never made a promise that I couldn't keep. So the bottom line is I can't wait to deliver for you guys on this one. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for having me.
We can't wait to see it. Thank you, and Venom.
All right, guys.
Appreciate it. Sir Lord Travis, it's a packed show. You guys stick around. We have one more segment for you, and this is actually because of the time zones and stuff going on. We had to pre-record it, but that doesn't mean that you are free to go yet, because you're going to want to learn all about the Sewer Rat Social Club right now. So I'm going to here's us talking to them. So we've seen CryptoPunks, we've seen Bored Apes, we've seen Crazy Cats, all kinds of generative NFTs popping out on the blockchain. And just a couple weeks ago, I came across a project, caught my eye, and I've aped into it. It's called the Sewer Rat Social Club. 8,888 sewer rats born and raised on the Ethereum blockchain, and we're fortunate enough to have the big Lebowski, Boris Lebowski, not his real name and also not real face, because not showing face on the show. Boris, I'm assuming that you are the creator and founder of the rats. Is that correct?
Correct. Glad to be here, guys. Very exciting.
Welcome to the show. I'm showing everybody here the website. It's sewerratsocial.club. Kind of walk us through this. What was the genesis of this project? Why rats?
Why rats? That's a good question. Ask me first why a club.
Okay, why a club?
So I always wanted to own a bar or a pub. I think every man wants some really cool, like, nightclub type establishment. And I was looking for a creature that for me sounds like he would find a good home there, like it would be a natural habitat of his. I wanted some animal that would connect to people from one angle, but also not obvious and cute and cuddly. Which is also great, but I wanted to have something that is more underground. I think there is a market for it, and I'm personally very connected to this. So an underground creature that is kind of cool and would hang out in a pub. That was the reasoning.
Nice. So you got these really cool sewer rats. And what's cool about this club membership, scroll up, let's scroll back there, Joe, for that, is if you are in this club, you get to have a rat. That's part of the cool part.
Yeah, man, that's the first rule of the rat club. You get one.
You get a rat. Members only community, and pretty fun. So you're doing some interesting things here with this. What I want to know is, I think the rats look, the art style is very cool. We can showcase what one of those look. They kind of remind me of Goofy from Disney a little bit, right? They
have this touch. Yes, it's true. It's kind of also a bit of a 50s vibe, right? Or
those are elephants. Here we go. There's some rats. This is you're looking at my wallet right here. So I'm a big fan of all kinds of generative art, but I think I've got like 21 rats or so here in my collection.
Awesome, man. Glad to have you as a member.
Yeah. So yeah, they are. It's a really interesting style, and according to the website, there are 188 different characteristics. Is that right?
Correct. If I'm not mistaken, unless some were minted as we're speaking, there are one or two that were not even revealed yet. Like, just didn't hit that place in the algorithm. But my goal was to make something that is unique by style, like something that is handmade, not very something that it would seem like an artist drew it, and an artist did draw it, every single piece, and it was a lot of work making sure it creates a cohesive character we think we made something really fun here.
I think this
Really
is my rarest one right here. This guy
Pretty sure
is.
it is with the rare teeth. If you see, it's the broccoli teeth.
It's the broccoli. Oh, because he's got broccoli in his teeth. Yeah. See, this is something that Ethereum has that we don't have on Wax, Travis. You can go in here into the properties and you can see exactly how many. Actually, it's the astronaut. Only 0.33%.
Right. It's a combination between these two.
Yeah.
But you're right. The astronaut is rarer.
Very cool. So what you were able to do, and the troubled mouth is only 5% of that. So there's all kinds of stuff. So they hand drew those, and then they put them into a script, and then these were generated by computers after everything was hand drawn.
Correct.
Oh man, see, that's totally different than these other ones. Like that, these right here should totally be huge, because that alone is a very unique sort of trait.
I agree. First of all, I'm not too worried about going huge on day one, to be honest. I know it's a big topic in this community, and it's discussed thoroughly in our Discord as well. But what we did was mint when we had something like 500 people on Twitter as followers, and something like 700 on Discord. Most of them are friends of friends. And I think what that did was let us start as a small community. We minted about a couple of thousand in the beginning, and since then it just went I would say slowly, but I'm very happy with the results.
I just minted another one. It just happened. I'm addicted to these damn rats. And if you guys go to sewerratsocial.club, you can mint one too. So there's 8,888 unique ones, and I know you're more than halfway through this. Like, well, what percentage have been minted so far?
Or something like 60, I think, maybe a little bit less, but it's getting to the crucial area. There is a milestone at 70%, which ensures we get a Metaverse Club with access to members only. We have a very known resident DJ with very real life connections of people looking to get into the metaverse. And there are going to be some crazy ass parties with rats only. So that's in the roadmap, and can't wait to get there. Did you see the cheese token?
Yeah, so let me pull that up. This is interesting, Travis. He's created a token to go with the sewer rat called Cheese, CHIZ.
Right. The graphic is outdated, but we're already gotten the new assets. Check in an hour. But yes, it's cheese. Every rat, when you mint it, you receive 10,000 cheese claimable. So if you go to the button below the minting button, basically just where you were, this one, you can connect your wallet, select a rat, and mint it, and get the cheese that it's entitled to.
Well, you can see it. So these are my rats here, and I have claimed the cheese on one. The reason I haven't done them for more of them is I'm wondering if if the rats have more value with the cheese unclaimed, right?
Listen, it's like a huge social experiment. This, for example, is not something that we designed, whether it will have more value or not, how people address it. It's like unboxing a collectible, right, in some sense. What will happen very soon is the cheese store will open. So there will be some balance between people choosing not to claim the cheese or spending it on. We have a bunch of stuff, from raffle tickets to really premium and exclusive NFTs. NFTs, more rats. We also have like a charity donation function, where if you buy a charity NFT, we give for you, basically. We donate in your name. So it will be very interesting to see. I have no idea how it will play out, and it's super exciting to me.
Very nice. I have 7 total, because I just bought another one, and then I bought 5 earlier.
You see, already worth
6 and 7, and so I guess that means I will have. So now I just claimed 5 of them, and so my Chiz, CHIZ, I will have 50,000 Chiz.
Right, right. We had a live auction on the Discord, and I can tell you that we kidnapped a bull. We basically bought a bull on the blocks, and we did this ransom note on Twitter and made a whole thing about it. And we live auctioned it. So people would scream bid with a number, and I was typing really fast like a 50s auctioneer. And a bull on the block went for 50,000 cheese. Or
my gosh.
7, something like this. So you can gouge pretty much how much it is.
What's this? You're launching a maze?
Yep, in 15 minutes.
Okay, so this is actually going to air. We're pre-recording this because you're not available when the Nifty Show is live. This airs Thursday, so apparently the maze will be live at then. What is the maze going to do?
Okay, so it's something we also promised on the roadmap. If we hit a certain percentage, I think 80, we also gonna do a 3 Ether one. It's a cryptic riddle where we give clues to a bunch of rats, and they go off looking for the answer. I can't give out too much info. Actually, I can because it will be over by the time this is live. But it will be a very interesting puzzle where people need to find a certain password. It's very cryptic. We're just throwing out some images, some text. People need to connect the dots. I can tell you that last time we did this, I hid part of a URL inside an image using the hex code, something like deep inside an image file, and people found it. So our rats are very ingenious, or like I'm sure this riddle will be solved very quickly, even though it's not easy at all.
Nice. So I'm going to show you the rat that I just minted because he's there now. Of course, Ethereum takes a little longer to do this stuff, but here he is. This is Sewer Rat 4823 out of 8,888. Now he's got 6 attributes. That's low, right?
That's low. 5 is the absolute lowest, and it's in the top, I think, 20 of rarity. This is a pretty good one with the golden braces as well.
So he's 3% old school, 4% have gold braces. The rest of it's, more common, but there's this tool. What's it called?
Rarity tools.
Rarity tools. Have you seen this, Trav? Let me pop it open here. Rarity tools. Rarity.tools, and they track all of these different projects on here. And if you go to Sewer Rat Social Club, then you go to My Wallet, and then
you will probably not see the last one. They update every couple of hours.
So this is my rarest one right here. Out of all the rats, he's 410.
Good.
410. And then I've got some that are like, oh, this guy. But even my, these are all more common here. Pretty much anything in the upper 50% of what you've got is, I really like some of them. I mean, I definitely have my favorites.
Yeah, I was hoping it would come out like this, and it did. They're very different.
This guy, look at this guy.
I love it.
he's fantastic. Well, Boris, appreciate you coming on the show to share the Sewer Rats. Of course, these are collectibles, gang. This is not an investment, and we're not giving investment advice. If you want to come and play, they've got a great Discord community. It's a lot of fun. And, I'm gone deep into these things. And as you see, I just bought another one. So they're
Stick around. We have a lot of fun activities. As you said, it's about the socializing. It's very fun. Just good old fun.
That's very cool. If you look in here, of all these collections over the last 7 days, you are in the top 20 and doing great. You sold 6, selling a bunch. So great job on that. They're really cool. I think the artwork is just absolutely beautiful, Big Lebowski, and I love it. I'm going to actually connect my wallet and then see which one is the most rare that I have. I'm not smoking a joint or anything. I did get a nice email, which was nice. I should have a.
There's the Wurat shirt that is like a community favorite for sure. The
Oh,
hip-hop
I
one.
want to mention one more thing that according to the website, when you own one of these NFTs, you have full commercial rights to that image. Is that correct? So if you wanted to put it on a t-shirt or stickers and sell that your rat, you could and keep 100% of profits.
100%. We're gonna do derivative contests and everything to do with art. It's all coming together. It takes a while. We're live, I think, 10 days, but 100%.
There you go. The Sewer Rat Social Club for all you rats out there. One of many generative projects that are taking place on Ethereum. And I have to confess, I am kind of addicted to spending my ETH on these pixels. I just bought a bunch of goats too.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for my goats.
that was actually weird because you were going on and talking again, and it just seemed like that was part of the previous interview. And I was like, oh, wait a second,
That sounds just like Joel. You could see here's my goats in waiting. Like they're not, they haven't showed up yet. They're still being minted, but totes my goats. They're on the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
I picked myself up 5 goats along the way as well. So let's see what they look like. It looks like they're going pretty quick.
Check out this other thing that I bought today, Sir Lord Travis. I own a MetaKey Edition 2 in good faith that these guys are going to deliver. I saw their 3rd edition, limited edition one on the secondary market, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Sounds good. I had to buy this card. I just like, wow, that is such a cool membership card.
Yeah, like what's it going to do?
Well, according to the description here, the MetaKey is designed to spearhead interoperability between games, websites, and such. So they're going to try to work with projects so that you can use items in one game within another game, give access to clubs, conference rooms, experience in virtual worlds like Decentraland, unlock course content on members-only video database, secure ad positions on websites, and a lot more. I don't know. I mean, this is totally, when people bought Nifty Box from us, they weren't exactly sure what they were going to get. And now we've over delivered like crazy on that thing. But I don't know what I'm going to get with my MetaKey. I'm just going on faith.
You never know what you're going to get. Mom always said when you buy an NFT MetaKey,
it looks very meta.
It looks really cool. And Marco-Matic is phenomenal. That's a really cool piece. I might have to look and see about snagging one of those MetaKeys as well, just for the fun of it, to see what it is. I don't want to be missing out on any of them fun NFT Ranger games.
That's right. So to close out, just a reminder for those of you that missed the debut of the Bro Punks video, it'll be uploaded to YouTube separately, but the website for Bro Punks generative NFTs on the Wax blockchain is bropunks.com. Only 4,200 of them. You can claim one for $20 at 10 a.m. on July 13th, and you'll get one of these packs. There's one of one Bro Punks inside, and make sure you check out the Bro Tributes here and the roadmap for what's going on for different ways that you can win additional packs, 5 t-shirts at a certain milestone. And once every one has been purchased, 24 hours later, those who have opened their Bro Punk will get an airdrop of a new Bro Punk pack with completely different artwork. None of the same artwork except for the base Bro, but new hats, eyes, hoodies, pants, and paraphernalia. In fact, I took one of your ideas.
It's almost like one of the next round is that you can't have the same ones with him wearing the underwear. He's got to like at least have on pajamas or something, right?
We'll see what happens, won't we?
We'll see what happens.
Indeed.
Bropunks.com. Go check it out. Degenerative art at its finest.
Thanks for watching, for joining us for this epic show. This may have been the longest Nifty show yet, but there's just so many projects to talk about. And I think next week, once again, we have 4 guests. A little preview for you. We are going to have Ether cards on the show. We've got Wave Duck Hunters. The guys at Waves now have generative art in the form of ducks. We've got the Guild of Guardians. We've got Galeria. It's going to be packed and stacked. Just go ahead and put it on your calendar.
Galeria? Isn't that like something you got to go see a doctor for? Oh,
Galeria.
Galeria. Oh man, I hooked up with this girl and I just got Galeria.
Got a little Galeria. It's
one of them vaccinations for me.
Jimmy, the answer on the bro punks is every one open bro you have at the time of the snapshot, you'll get a pack. Every one. So if you have 20 open bro punks in your wallet, you're going to get 20 of the new packs as well. And we have not revealed any of the artwork from these yet, but they're cool. I'll tell you, one of them is Sir Lord Travis's idea for him to have the beer hat, with the straw coming down into his mouth. So it's going to be great fun.
Like that idea, huh?
I like that idea a lot.
I made one where he was holding a beer while having 2 beers here. And he had a marijuana shirt on, so he was getting all fucked up that day.
His party time.
Yeah.
All right, we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Thanks again for watching, and keep it nifty.
Yeah, that was weird.